forever.
We don't need a full intro song.
I know, I got you.
We don't.
Welcome to the Sega Addicts After Hours podcast show thing stuff. I am your host, the editor-in-chief of Sega Addicts, Brett Hatfield. Joining me today are the features editor of the site and my eternal rival for my heart, Mr. Pocky X.
I feel nauseated.
As you should. And introduce yourself, dashing young lady.
Hi, I'm Steveina, and wait, there's a knock on the door. I'll be right back. Oh, hello, Steveina. Are you taking over the podcast? Oh, yes. No, I'll be on it. Okay. Sorry, guys. That was my long heard. But I am Stevie. I am on the podcast now. Well, hello, Steveina.
Oh my god. How many cousins do you have?
12.
You've got, like, New York Stevie, you've got Steveina, you've got Alabama Stevie. Wait, one of them...
Stevie's dotted about the place, and it's just a coincidence that they all have my name.
Yeah, it's like a family name. It's like the reverse, normally families, share last names, but you guys share first names. It's very interesting.
Exactly. Oh god, I have hat hair. No, Steveina must have hat hair right now. No, definitely.
That's fine. I've always got hat hair. All right, let's go around the room, see what everybody's playing. What was that?
That's why they call you Hatfield.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even wear a hat today. Let me fix that. While I do that, let's go around the room, find out what everybody's been playing, what everybody's up to. Tom, what's up?
So you're going to like this, Brett.
Mm-hmm.
I've been feeling a little under the weather lately. So I've been playing, one of my favorite things to do when I'm feeling under the weather is playing retro sports games.
Oh, really?
So I've been playing World Series Baseball 95 on the Genesis.
Nice! Damn good game.
Challenging as hell. It flies as close as you can get to simulation on a 16-bit console.
Right?
It really does
very...
try. It reaches for that carrot on a stick.
It's really good. I never enjoyed pitching in that game, but I always loved the batting mechanics. So I would always just play the home run derby mode all the time. And
It's a good game.
It's very good. I'm curious what team you used, although now I think about it, I don't think I have to ask.
Yeah. I've also been playing Miku, Project Diva F2 for review.
Hells yeah.
And it is exactly what I wanted it to be, if that makes sense. If I sound underwhelmed, I'm not. But there's very little you can say about it without talking about the individual components of the game.
Oh, mass.
Gotta
Be offended by that. You offended a lady, Thomas. Go away, Tina. No one likes you. Of your period or something.
So I've been playing a lot of Miku, and I've also, just to get a feel for how the game has changed over time, I've been playing the original Project Diva on the PSP and Project Diva Extend on the PSP. I've been revisiting just to refresh my mind on how the series has evolved over time. And I remembered that Project Diva Extend, Miku has a costume of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I now realize that every game without Miku in a Sonic costume is a worse game.
I wonder if they'll put that in as part of that $50 costume pack they're releasing, that season pass.
Yeah, I don't. If they do, I will just kill someone on the streets of Philly, and no one will notice.
Is that going to be put in like the end of reviews? Like if you reviewed Evil Within, scary, brilliant, and there's no Miku in a Sonic the Hedgehog costume, so this gets an F.
I've tweeted that any game that does not have Sonic Suit Miku in it will lose 11 out of a possible 10 points on my review scale.
Wow.
Sega will never talk to us again.
That's
That's-
probably
but that-
for the best.
Yeah, that's the sacrifice we have to make for, Miku the Hedgehog.
Yes. I've also fired up an old favorite of mine, and I say old favorite as if this is a retro game. It's not. But it is a game I do adore that's been out for a little while. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. Which you cannot get more fun for pirate adventure than firing up Black Flag and picking up a bottle of rum. And I've done that.
I never expected you to like the Assassin's Creed series.
I don't like the Assassin's Creed series. I want to make that abundantly clear. I do not like any of the Assassin's Creed games except for 3 and 4 because they have boats.
Yeah.
And you can sail on those boats and fire cannons at people.
More games.
They always sounded really interesting to me because I like the idea of a historical game and like playing as an assassin in that setting. I thought it sounded very interesting. And then I found out that it was actually like set in the future and there's this kind of like otherworld stuff and it sounded quite to me. But then Black Flag actually seems genuinely fun because it seems like it has nothing to do with the rest of them and is just sort of a simple pirate adventure.
It legitimately has not. Well, it does have that future stuff, but it's very tongue-in-cheek future stuff. For example, you're not playing the protagonist of the first 3 games anymore, who was Desmond. Spoiler: he's dead in this game.
Yay!
And you're playing a random Abstergo Entertainment employee who is part of a video game studio who's going through Desmond's memories to pick up new game material. It references other games in the Assassin's Creed series as being part of Abstergo Entertainment's past work.
Wow.
It's very tongue-in-cheek.
I kind of wasn't expecting that from a Ubisoft
Can I just
game.
say, this game must have had the highest budget because it's an Assassin's Creed game with a female main character. Like, you know how hard those are.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, so there are plenty of
it's
female
like-
characters in this game, actually. There's plenty of female characters in this game, and by plenty, I just realized I'm counting in my head. I was like, oh, there's 2, and one of them you don't even know is a girl until later in the game. Well, you know, but she doesn't. It's not known.
Now,
Well, also, it's
basically.
an Assassin's Creed Unity, so there you go.
Yeah, it's.
They spent all their money on Black Flag, and they were like, "Oh, we have no money for women in Unity. Might as well leave them out."
Just so hard to render. I heard that a vagina equals like 2 screens. It's bizarre.
After seeing the renderings of Assassin's Creed Unity, the screenshots of the horrible glitches, I would love to see Ubisoft use that engine to make a porn. And just the pure nightmare fuel that would come from that.
Sorry, please go in further of that because I want to hear the rest of your thoughts on this.
Yes, please.
I don't have much else to say on the matter except for I'd like to see an Assassin's Creed Unity
You can't just say that
porn.
and have nothing else to say.
Have you seen the screenshots? That would be pure nightmare.
But why the porn connotations?
The money shots would be the faces exploding.
It would like, can you, if we have had face rendering technology for this long, and it went that wrong in Assassin's Creed Unity, can you imagine the first attempt at realistic vaginas?
I realise I'm turning my iPad down now just in case my family hears.
It's the thing you should do.
Now you know the struggle, Stevie. Now you know. This is what I do on a weekly basis. Soon to be a daily basis.
1080p vag technology, 30 frames per second. The most cinematic
Oh my god!
vagina
What if they
of
made
all time.
like an Oculus Rift parable, but it was like you stick it into a vagina instead, and it's like you get to feel things that happen in your vag. Like, it'd be really, like people going, "Oh, there's not enough stuff for women in video games." That would be a great thing for women in games.
It already existed. You just attach.
Yeah, Res.
You attach a dildo to the Rumble pack on an N64 game.
Yeah, and there's also Res, so
Yeah,
also
and then there is the actual vibrator that comes with Res.
yeah.
there's also this.
That's true.
I thought for a moment that Brett was going to pick up an actual vibrator and go, there's also this.
Oh no, I just use this when I play Sonic. Wait, that came out wrong.
Yeah,
Also,
Sonic fanboy.
Scotty sent me Anarchy Reigns. And this time, I played it more and discovered that I get horrible motion sickness from it.
Oh.
So I picked up my new best friend, Dramamine, and now I can play the game for about an hour before I start feeling motion sick.
Damn, I've never heard of somebody actually having to take Dramamine to play a game.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Because it's
And
quite
if you
common.
want, we've done with a delicious Fentiman's Curiosity Cola.
No, I've
damn it.
not.
I wish we had that here.
But yeah, so I finished the first part of the Anarchy Reigns story, if we can call it that.
Yeah.
Exactly, you
And
used
I
Anarchy
don't-
Reigns plot on Twitter, and it's the worst thing to call the Anarchy Reigns story. It's not a plot, it's just a bunch of
It's
things.
an excuse.
Do you know how I think they decided the Anarchy Reigns story is they had a dartboard with just tons of things that happens, and they just like threw, okay, that happens next in the game.
All I know is that the guy has an 8-year-old daughter who died in Vietnam. It's the best I could come up with to summarize
It's
what
really
I've seen
fun.
so far.
And then there's a kart racer.
What?
Well, the forklift racer.
I don't know. Fuck it. Don't care anymore. Don't care anymore. All I know is that by the time I started feeling sick again, there were giant mutants with flaming cars on a stick, which was the best thing I've ever seen. Nothing could be more video games than that. Mutant
Yeah.
car on a stick, on fire.
That is the definition of video games.
Fucking video games.
Uh.
No one knows what video games are quite like Platinum Games.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. And it's just, I'm just going
Finally.
to say it, it's such a shame you'll never be able to experience the multiplayer properly unless you, I don't know, coordinate it specifically.
This ties into something I was going to talk about in my games of the week, but I actually did play some Anarchy Reigns multiplayer with Scotty and Nick after the throwdown on Thursday, and it was my first time actually playing the damn thing on multiplayer online, and it was fantastic.
I know, it's really, really fun.
Like, I normally just play, like, training mode bot matches, and that's fun. But I had a lot of fun with them, and then we played a game of Death Ball, which is, Tom, if you haven't messed with that yet, it's basically football, but Anarchy Reigns style. So it's
I need this in my life.
yeah, it's very
Yeah,
fun.
with a lot more death.
We're gonna play that after the audio recording tomorrow if you want to.
If I have time, I definitely will.
Okay, yeah, because we all of us on the podcast need to play that.
Oh,
So, and finally, I discovered the world's greatest antidepressant because I may or may not have skipped a few doses of mine by accident. So I found the perfect replacement for prescription antidepressant drugs is Hyrule Warriors.
It's that
Holy
good?
crap, that is so much fun! And it's so, the storyline, and once again, we're using storyline in the loosest of terms here.
Yeah.
It's an excuse.
There are people that have described it as bad fan fiction, in which I have to respond with, no, I've read bad fan fiction. This isn't that. This is great fan fiction.
Yeah, you've made bad fan fiction.
Get it on with Sheik, so it's not bad fan fiction yet.
Yeah, it's really, really good because it is a cobbled together excuse to bring all of these characters together, but that's not the story or the fun of it. The fun of it is actually seeing all of these characters together, and it's good stuff. I highly recommend Hyrule Warriors to everyone, even if you don't like Warriors games, because this really is my first Warriors game. As far as a challenge is concerned, you could turn the challenge up, but it's not that challenging. And it's just so much fucking fun. I started playing the Sia plotline, which was part of the, I guess, season pass that I already bought. And she is so much fun to play as. She's got this dominatrix whip thing going on, even though her weapon is a scepter because of reasons. And it's good stuff. It's good stuff. She's fun to play, and she can summon 3 dark links to attack with her.
Damn.
Which is the fucking best when you're attacking a boss and she just makes it disappear instantly.
It's pretty amazing. The thing about Warriors games is that I play them and they're like, I quite like them, but it's just the fact that they are so repetitious, plus the fact that they don't really have an art. It's an art style that's kind of like, yeah, but it's never really been like interesting or like vibrant to me. So I think the fact that it is a bit repetitive with sort of this really sort of bright Zelda aesthetic that they've given it, and I think that might sort of entertain me a bit more than a typical Warriors game.
Yeah, and that's what is really great about this is that the characters are clearly defined as opposed to Asian guy number 4, which is what Warriors games have, where they basically just got a bunch of Asian people who wear different color clothes and varieties of it, but they don't. Let's face it, all Asians look alike.
Tom, I think you've forgotten your race again.
I have never seen a mirror. Or
Do you think maybe that everyone in your life has gone, oh no, for some reason we can't let him know he's Asian, so every time you come in contact with a mirror, it's just a picture of like Brad Pitt or something?
It's a picture of Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how concerned chaperones must have been on my class trip to New York City, where we went to Chinatown and I just blended in? It's the most.
But okay, Tom, we're gonna give you a square hat instead of a triangle one, so we can tell you apart.
Oh my god!
As we know, all Asian people wear triangle hats.
Yeah. My Skype picture is a self-portrait of me with a triangle hat on. It's very realistic, including.
Tom, please buy one of them. Please buy one of them and wear it on a podcast.
You know what's funny? I just realized is that my neighbors, and I just realized this in that I realize it every week that my neighbors are Asian and these walls are very thin.
No.
You're fine, Tom. You forget you can't be racist because you're Asian, so it's all cool.
It's actually impossible for any minority to be racist. That is true.
Yeah, the only people who can be racist are white dudes.
Exactly. There you go.
Exactly. That's one thing Tumblr has taught me over the years is that
the only person who can't be racist or homophobic or anything is Brett. You're the only one who's not allowed to hate a minority here.
Brett, have you considered buying a Confederate flag hat? Because I think you should do that.
Yeah, I think you should.
They're in very high supply where I live, sadly.
Brett, you should get a tattoo saying these colors don't run.
or what about you wear your X, I'll wear mine?
There you go.
There's actually a shirt that says that. I guess it's a reference to Malcolm X, and god damn it.
I love the South so much. It's kind of.
They're the adorable little brother who tries too hard to be cool.
It's kind of like a German guy wearing a swastika and saying, no, that's not what it means. That's what one group of Germans made it mean.
Yeah, no, this swastika is actually about ethics in game journalism. I think that's how World War II was started. I think Hitler just really hated Kotaku.
Speaking of Kotaku,
he couldn't get Mercedes to stop promoting themselves on fucking Gama Sutra, so he got mad and then turned a bunch of people.
Yeah, they go.
Speaking of Kotaku, number one superfan of the site. I'm pushing through this. Number one, Stevie's face is frozen.
No,
are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Stevie's still here.
Yeah.
Number one super fan of the site sent me Fully Cooley on Blu-ray.
Yes.
Shiggity.
Shiggity is the man. Do you know, Shiggity also sent good friend of the podcast, Joshua Nui, a Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Like a new Sega Saturn just because he had to sell his. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Shiggity
Yeah.
is the nicest man on the planet.
Shiggity, you're welcome. I know that I don't work at Sega Addicts anymore, but fuck it, I'm going to say this. You're welcome anytime to be on anything we do, because we love you.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. You want to be on the Throwdown? Get at us. You want to be on this? Get at us.
Shiggity, if you want to replace everyone on this cast with just you, but multiple times, you are free to do that.
Like what Stevie did a couple weeks ago, where he had like 2 different webcams. Just do that.
Yeah.
There you go, Shiggity. You are free to have a Shig podcast. Yes.
The Sega Addicts.
Yes. But yeah, Shiggity is the man, though.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he sent me Fully Cooley, and I've got to episode 2 now. Since I've been basically watching about 1 episode a week.
That is an insult, Shiggity.
It's not. It is not. Have you seen Fully Cooley?
No.
This show is, without a doubt in my mind, the most dense anime I've ever seen, where every moment of it needs to be watched with your complete attention. There's just so much to see in every frame. I don't have that much more to say about it because that's my impressions of it is so far is that I don't actually know what I'm watching, but it's dense and it's interesting and I want to watch more, but I need time to process.
Right, well that's good, because we know that you have to like it, or otherwise it's an insult to Shiggity.
Yeah, I actually do have to enjoy this.
Is it only like 6 episodes or something like that?
It is only 6 episodes, and it's taking.
So you're just taking your time. You're making sure both you and Shiggity get the most out of your investments.
Yeah, you're using it like a fine wine.
Exactly.
It is only 6 episodes, but holy shit, is that every one of them? I bet I could watch this series for years and never get bored of it. Just like no wait, I've gotten bored of that. Never mind.
Why didn't you just say Sailor Moon? We all know you're gonna say it.
No, because it's Sailor Moon. I kind of spot episodes and go through it that way. I don't watch every episode in order.
Right.
That's how I am with Dragon Ball.
To be more precise, I watch episodes that feature Sailor Venus prominently, and that's how I watch the show.
Hashtag Minako time.
Indeed.
I need to start making hashtag Nepinus time more of a thing. Nepinus.
You know, I'm gonna make hashtag Hammer Time, and I think that might be popular if I'm honest.
Yeah, it could catch on a little bit, I think.
Oh, and finally, I played the maybe even the best fighting game we've ever played on Sega Addicts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hype.
Brett and I did,
So
and to
sorry.
it was a good time. We did it for Thursday Night Throwdowns. We had a packed room of people playing Sonic the
We had a
Fighters.
guy who's like a pro Virtual Fighter player in there, I think, and we were playing Virtual Fighter Final Showdown first, and I kept making comments like, "Oh, it's so boring. Good God, I want to play something more hype." And I get the feeling he got pissed off at that because right when we switched to Sonic the Fighters, he left.
Oh.
I like Virtua Fighter. I'm just kidding when I say it's boring. It's not the most exciting thing, but it's fun.
But to be fair, Sonic the Fighters is amazing.
Yeah! You see, here's the thing. We actually managed, the people we had in the chat and in the call and in the game room, we made that game fucking hype. It was so much
fun. Had fun with it. We legitimately had
Who was
fun
your
with
main?
It was not fake fun.
See, here's the thing. I don't think anybody but Scotty had a real main. I mean, I mostly use Sonic, but
I was joking. Scotty had a main in Sonic the Fighters.
Knuckles. You know he has to be Knuckles.
Oh yeah, Knuckles. There you go. The
Sonic
fighting
Sonic, you don't
Knuckles.
chuckle. But yeah, I switched between everybody. We found out that Amy is totally OP. That Fang is pretty broken as well. And Sonic is pretty OP.
And that Brett is too good at the game.
Yeah, I'm good at bad Sonic games. I don't know how. We found that out in June. We found that out on Thursday. Actually, I don't want to say Sonic Fires is a bad game. For what it is, it's fun. It doesn't. I don't think you can play it for more than an hour at a time without getting a little bit bored. But
No, we had a good time.
yeah, we had a good time. If you have it's a great party game. I guess it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is not. It is not a game to play by yourself.
Yeah. If you play it by
Don't do
yourself,
that.
you're gonna get bored within 15 minutes. If you play
I
it,
think if you play it by yourself, like it sends a signal out to a hospital and they take you in for clinical depression. I think
so that's what
exactly
them
what
sirens
happened.
were when I was training.
Yeah.
But
Yep. So that's everything I played. Stevie, how about you?
I've been mostly playing on my Vita, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which I loved The Binding of Isaac, and Rebirth is just 1,000 times better. It's got a ton more things, a fuckload of bosses.
Stevie,
Yes.
I have to ask. So when I was playing it, I can't play that game with the headphones on because I find the sound effects 1,000 times more uncomfortable than they were on the PC.
Yes, it is kind of a little bit of a grimy game. It's kind of cute, but it's also a little bit grimy. And because you do play it so much, it can get a little bit repetitive for the music, so you might want to turn it down in spots. Maybe just keep on playing it. But the thing about The Binding of Isaac is I've played the original for countless hours, and I think I'm going to play this for even longer, just because there is so much stuff that they've added, and I'm going to say the art style is a lot better. It's sort of got that Nicholas touch to it as well, because they developed it. They're awesome at taking indie games and revitalizing them.
The game kind of looks like the way your brain thinks it does. Like, when you look at it, it's just so almost beautiful in a grotesque kind of way.
Yeah.
But the game never looks like that in your head, or never looks bad in your head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, what I like
thought it
about
looks great.
What I like about it is that we haven't. It's almost kind of like a tribute to the Game Boy Advance games, because it looks very much like a Game Boy Advance games, and we get loads of 8-bit throwbacks and more sort of SNES type things. But this is the first game I've seen sort of take the game restricted by pixels, but this game feels like. And it's fantastic. It's got a lot of, again, dark themes in it, which really work. There's one thing that annoyed me, and I did sort of whine about this on Twitter, which is that I hate, is that a lot of indie games are now having like co-op, and like I would love The Binding of Isaac in co-op, but it's not online at all, and it really frustrates. I don't know if there's anyone really who, because it's such a niche title, who'd want to play it with me. So really online would be best for a game like this. And I would have easily waited ages and ages and ages for online, but no, you have to have a console version and play that way, which, you know, and unless I'm ever in a place where I can...
There are reasons smaller games just don't get netcode.
Oh yeah, I know completely, and I can... You know, I can take that, and you know, budgetary reasons and stuff like that. But it just kind of seems like if you're going to make something like that for such a niche market, I don't know if it would really be useful, because I don't think most people who own the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, I don't think they'll be able to play co-op, because it is so niche, and it's hard enough to find someone who would appreciate that game to begin with, let alone to have them, you know, be a friend who lives near you and can play it with you.
right.
Which is kind of a bit frustrating, but otherwise I absolutely love it. I'm guessing you've played Rebirth, Tom, yeah?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I think I'm a bit of a mixed feelings on it. 1 second, sorry, I need to take a picture or something. Because it is one of those, this is a great poo game. This is a great game. Just take a dump and enjoy that way. but I can't really sit down just with the intention of playing it, if that makes sense. That's the same reason why I never ended up beating the PC game. Like, I don't sit down and think, time for Isaac. Time for Isaac. I sit down and have so many other games that I'd like to sit down and play. But if I just need to boot up a quick one for the pooper, then that's a perfect game that I have done multiple times to boot up for the pooper. But and this is a big but.
Well, but that's pretty that relates to it, because a big butt and poopers really do go together.
Exactly. It takes a sizable chunk of your poo time on that initial loading screen.
Oh yeah, true. The loading screen is ridiculous.
Yeah, and that is true of a lot of Vita games. It's that initial load and then loading times in general get a bit much. But for a game like Isaac, it's a bit off-putting. It's like, well, when I sit down for my poo, I could play whatever I have open, or I can load Isaac. And it takes time.
I'm going to say I'm different.
Very valuable time when you're a sophisticated businessman like myself.
Yeah, who regularly talks about his poos, and that's what sophisticated businessmen genuinely do. I'm just going to say, yeah, I love it, and I do sit down and say time for Isaac because I find it genuinely quite addictive. And the thing about the game is that content for it keeps being unlocked as you go on, so there's so much unlocked, but you just keep given more and more and more, and then when you beat it, another level unlocks underneath that. And so I think there are like there's Mum, who's like the final boss, but then when you beat her, you unlock the womb, and when you beat the womb, you unlock heaven and hell. And then after those, I think you unlock another level as well. So it just keeps going and going, which I really appreciate that about it. I just think it's a really, really addictive game. And now it's on. I think Vita is the way to play it, because as much as I liked it on PC, I was always playing it with like other stuff in the background, like a TV show or something like that in the background, or a movie or whatever. And so I think this is the perfect way to like play on a bus or something like that. I think the Vita has really come into its own, even if it's just for sort of ports of more malleable indie games like Spelunky, Dust Force, and Binding of Isaac. I think it's worth it just for that, really.
I mean, criticizing the Vita by calling it the Port Station Portable is a fair criticism. But
yeah, it's
also one that I'm also not really complaining about either.
Yeah, I mean, there's some original games for it. There's Gravity Rush. I like the Little Bit Planet, Tearaway 4 is on it. Like any system that I can play Persona 4 portably is not a bad game, not a bad console at all. You could put Persona 4 on the N-Gage, and I'd probably say that it was a good system.
If you like Japanese style games, then the Vita is the ultimate console right now.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you got all of the Neptunia Rebirth games. You got Mind Zero, which is a pretty good Persona fanfiction. And you got, what else? Sword Art Online.
Isn't Type Zero coming to it?
No, Agito Plus is. So
okay, because then Brett would have owned it. Oh, no,
no,
you wouldn't.
I'm going to get it when Agito Plus comes out.
Of course you will.
No, yeah, there are criticisms to be had at the Vita, but I think that it's a good little system. If you really are into the sort of more indie stuff and I'd say more of the cult stuff, to be honest. Like, if you want Call of Duty 8 portably on it, I mean, there is a Call of Duty on it, I think, but that's like, whatever. I think it's just a great indie console, a great Japanese-centric console as well.
Agreed.
What else have I been playing? I've just been playing other stuff on that. I've started up the daily challenge on Spelunky. I've lost my touch at Spelunky. Dust Force, which I've never quite gotten the hang of, but I still like it anyway. and of course Hotline Miami, because yes, I am that predictable. And I don't really think anything else. Yeah, just sort of the Vita.
Stevie, when you turn your head away from the mic, it's noticeable.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to come up closer to it, like this,
No,
right?
it's fine originally, but
Oh God!
Stevie, no. This is not what I was asking for.
I'm getting flashbacks to Eileen from VF5.
I'll pretend to know that reference.
Yeah,
I would know that.
It happened in the throwdown.
Brett, what have you been playing?
Well, like I just mentioned, a little Virtual Fighter 5 on the throwdown, some Sonic the Fighters as well. Played a bit of Type 0, of course. That's predictable. That's as predictable as Stevie playing Hotline Miami. I have also been playing a little bit of Anarchy Reigns, like I mentioned, and I've been playing the PS3 version of Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2 for review.
Brett's been appeasing our Sega overlords by live tweeting about the game, and I have not been doing that.
Yes, Julian and Sam, they basically gave us free reign to do anything except, I think, stream. Although I think that's more of a Twitch thing than a Sega thing. They pretty much gave us free permission to talk about the game however we wanted on our Twitters. And they gave us some pretty cool info as well. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the game. I've compared it to the leap that Ultimax was from the original Persona 4 Arena. In that, yes, it definitely feels the same, but it's more refined. And Tom made this point as well on our Twitter. It smooths out some of the rough edges that the first game had, adds a lot of better features. Like I remember the first game did not have song translations, lyric translations, which is a big deal if you want to get this over in America. They've added that this time. But the biggest thing about the game compared to Project Diva F1 is it's a lot harder. It doesn't let you sleep for a minute, even on easy mode.
Now, I'm going to have to cut in here, because we were talking about how it was a lot harder than Project Diva F.
Yes.
We were both talking about how it seemed like a more challenging game compared to other games. And I actually went back and played Project Diva Extend.
Extend has got to be harder.
Project Diva Extend might be a harder game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't want to say it's harder than F2, because I can't really compare. It's not like I have the exact same songs to compare to.
Right.
But yeah, so it is a hard game, but I think Extend might be harder. I don't know.
Right.
Extend has Sonic Suit Miku, though.
Yeah, and I think it has Ren dressed as Leanne from Resonance of Fate. So, damn good game.
Ooh La La. Sonic.
Ooh La La, too.
Ooh La La Miku.
Ah, nice.
Really? That is genuinely something that I'd like to see, because that does sound cute.
It's really cool. There are it does a lot of cool things, though. Like, if you have all your modules and stuff from the first game, you can transfer them over to the second one. Don't have to re-unlock them. That's cool. Trying to think what else I really liked. They've revamped some of the time wasting modes, like the live mode where it has a live concert type feel, and you just watch a video of Miku performing instead of actually playing it. They've actually taken data from actual Miku concerts and put that in the game instead of just having here's the song you just played except with an arena effect over it. Mm-hmm. Enjoy it. It feels like there's a lot more love put into this game. I'm very happy with it. Right now, I think my only real concerns are, and I think Tom has the same concern, is it might not have quite the staying power at its current price to justify. And also, I'm not a fan of the DLC plan. I appreciate that they're bringing it all over, but who's going to pay $60 for a costume season pass?
Wow,
are you joking?
No,
we're not them. We're
How
not
much
that
the
audience.
original game?
I fucking love Vocaloid stuff. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm not somebody who's going to pay the price of a full game just for aesthetic purposes. I'll buy the song. What's that?
How much is the actual game to begin with?
I think it's $49.
It's so... Oh, bloody hell, that's ridiculous.
Now, here's the funny thing. The song pack is $25. The song season pack is $25.
Surely that would be...
So you're paying less for actual gameplay content than you would be for aesthetics.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Kind of stupid. Yeah. I mean, I guess...
strikes me as milking the hardcore fan base that they know will buy it for as much as they can get away with.
Because it most certainly exists. And surprisingly, I'm not part of that.
I know. Shockingly, Brett and I are not on that list of people that will pay that.
Now, if they have like individual costumes to buy, I might jump on and say, "Oh, hey, they have Sonic Miku. I'll get that."
Wait.
For $60.
So you can't buy... It's a season pass, so I assume that would mean the costumes that come out, you get it when it come out, whatever. You can't buy individual costumes at all.
I'm not sure. They haven't updated the PlayStation Store yet with it, so that's what I'm not sure about.
That's the thing, yeah. If it's a season pass, it's kind of implied that you can get them a la carte, but for more.
Yeah.
How much content will that be? How much for more will it be? I don't know yet.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, like, for costumes and stuff, I've always I'm going to sort of like quote Jim Sterling almost here, but that like he sort of uses the example of Dead Space. You can get like different outfits for the character, which is fine for like $1 or something, but they charge like $5 for something that's just an aesthetic, like something that you could unlock in a usual that you used to be able to unlock. They're charging like $5 for just something purely. It adds nothing to the gameplay at all.
Like it makes sense in a game like Lightning Returns, where your costumes affect your stats and your abilities. That makes sense to charge like close to $3 or $4 for that.
So,
but for something that's purely aesthetic, yeah.
I'm going to take another side on this actually, because for me, I would rather the stuff that's up for a cost be stuff that's purely aesthetic, stuff that doesn't affect my time with the game, stuff that if I'm saying if it's not going to change the way I play and it's just purely something to get just for the fun of it, then I'm fine with paying for that. I'd rather not block off stuff that actually changes the way you play.
Yes.
For money.
Well, I went over this on the Throwdown last Thursday. The Tekken series director, Katsuhiro Harada, he made a comment like that about the Tekken series where, we'll have DLC characters, and we'll probably have them as pre-order bonuses, but I will never charge for stages or characters. You will get them for free as soon as any agreements we have go off. But he doesn't mind charging for costumes or music or movies or something like that. But he doesn't want to charge somebody for something that will break the balance of the game or make the game unfair to somebody. And I appreciate that, because you look at what happened with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where they had a $20 character pack instead, which I kind of wish they did in the ArcSys thing and made each character available individually. But Capcom.
And then here's the game Senran Kagura. The first set of DLC is all underwear and dresses and things like that.
Really?
Now, how much is
it's like, wow, these people really know their audience.
How much is that? I'm curious.
I don't know. I saw that it happened, and that was all I cared to check.
Brett, were you asking for a friend?
Yeah, totally. I'm asking for research purposes.
I'm doing a school project. I'm
doing a school project on.
We are going to spend a full hour on playing again.
We're used to that. But yeah, those are little nitpicks. We'll have a full review out in the next couple of days. But Miku is a damn good game. I wholeheartedly recommend it. Like I said, little nitpicks don't take away from the quality of a damn good game.
To say, I legitimately forgot that we were still doing Games of the Week. I've caught because it went on so long that we went on to news.
But that's basically what this podcast is now. It's just, we spend an hour on what we've been playing, we shoot the shit, and then we go into news and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
We need to stop doing that.
No, that's how Kids Table ended up, basically.
Hey, it's content. People like content.
On my shoulder.
But you know what else people like?
Yes.
They like news.
Ooh.
So you guys want to move into the news?
Yes.
All right. Da 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 da. I'm too lazy.
So,
Da da ding. All right, Tom. What do you have for us in the news today?
I'm gonna screen share something.
This is already
Yeah.
infinitely better than how it went last week.
First up, the first four figures teased a Jet Set Radio Beat statue, and it looks fucking rad.
Yes, it does.
Legitimately no information about it. And this is, of course, from our friends at Sega Addicts.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to open a new bank account because that looks really, really sweet.
First Floor has always done quality stuff, but that might be the best thing they've done so far. Like,
Yeah.
We got a gum figure. That'd be great too.
I'd get a gum figure.
The thing about
Either-
them is, like, I've had criticisms against the last couple of figures that they've done. I don't really see them. A lot of people don't really like them, but genuinely, I think that's awesome because it also fitted us. It's brilliant.
Yeah, like the way I see it, First Floor is getting better with time because the the Robotnik rather statue that they've done, I
It's so-
love it. And they're doing that's the 2-pack lives pose, which I will forever love. And then this is just, oh god, I wish I had the money to get that.
Speaking of
Yeah.
figures, next up in the news, the Sonic Amiibo is available for pre-order at Amazon. And I like that. I don't even really care about Amiibo functionality, but I want that.
Yeah, same. I want that. Well, it's like the Disney Infinity figures. I want the Venom one just for my desk. I'm not planning on getting Disney Infinity, but I want a Venom on my desk, and that's a cool design for him. It's the same with Sonic here. That's a really cool figure.
I kind of want the Disney Infinity Sorcerer Mickey, but this takes priority right now because I don't know how it's going to be used. If they allow use for it in Mario Kart in an upcoming patch, so you can have a Sonic-style racer,
Ooh,
that would be amazing.
that would be cool.
And then you can annoy everyone by singing Supersonic Racing all the time.
I'm just going to say, what you should totally do is look up the Toon Link Amiibo because it looks like it's going up into his butt, and that's quite humorous to me.
I have seen the Amiibo issues. There are some ones with serious problems.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one Fire Emblem one looks way derpier than the E3's the E3.
Chrome.
Yeah, Crom. It looks
I
a
like
lot
that one
better.
because usually with like the Sonic figures, they're usually standing up or whatever like that. Because
Yeah.
it's the Amiibo, you have to it's held up, so they put him in a running pose, which you don't really see in
Yeah.
figures.
It's like a miniature version of that one First Floor figure statue I saw.
Mhm.
It's not that kind of quality or anything, but I mean, it's still cool to finally see something affordable of Sonic in that pose.
Exactly. And like I said, even if I never use Amiibo functionality, I want that figure. It's a cool figure.
Same.
Pure Solar HD is officially canceled on Xbox 360,
Oh.
which is, tragic because, well, that part of their Kickstarter promise was that it was coming to every console. And if you back it on Kickstarter and your only console you have is a 360, this is the problem.
Yes.
Mhm.
Grant, I don't know how they're going to resolve that problem. I don't give two shits because I'm getting it on the Dreamcast and Mega Drive.
Yeah, you're getting two versions of it.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
some
fucking hyped for
person-
my Mega
There's
Drive
some
version.
person without a copy who paid for it on the Kickstarter going, I wish I could play it, but all I have is this Mega Drive. And they've run out of other versions of it, and the only other thing I have is a 360. And you've got two. You're the 1%. Games.
I'm the Scrooge McDuck jumping into my pile of Kickstarter money.
Occupy
Yes.
Pure
You're
Solar.
jumping into your pile of PSLR copies.
You
Just
know,
go, look
If
at
you
all
ask
of
a
this.
member of my family, that is how they would illustrate me, as jumping into a pile of video games. Scrooge McDuck.
What you're going to do is you're going to set it up so you can play it both at the same time. No, you're going to get 4 copies and just do it like this, 2 of your feet. two of your hands.
Now, the reasons for its cancellation get very detailed, and we're not going to jump into that here because we would like to actually finish the show at some point. The reasons it gets into it is stuff that we could talk about for hours, I assure you. But if you want to check out the reasons, go to Sega Nerds. Good friends there.
Our good friends at Sega Nerds.
And I just realized the show will never be recorded live because then we'd actually be competing for live viewers with Sega Nerds.
Ah!
Sega Nerds, I'm just going to say this. In the list of things we love, you come second. Shiggity first, and Sega Nerds just behind.
It's more like 1A and 1B instead of 1 and 2.
Yeah, there you go. Shiggity's the A, so.
So, it's some really good news for Sonic fans. Sonic Boom TV show is getting some very strong ratings on Cartoon Network.
And it's good. It's really, really good.
It deserves it.
It very much deserves it. We've been watching it, and Brett and I are going to talk about that more on our upcoming audio podcast of the Sega Addicts podcast.
Yes. I do want to say one thing, though. Any show and any actress that can make Amy Rose a likable character after so many years of being the dirt worst is a damn good show and a damn good actor. Shout-outs to the writers and shout-outs to Cindy Robinson.
Stevie,
who did a fantastic job.
Stevie, you were actually...
Well, what I like about her is that they made her likable. Oh, sorry,
Stevie?
go ahead.
Stevie, of the three of us, you were probably having the strongest of opinions in favor of Sonic Boom. So what do you think?
Yeah, well, in terms of Amy, I'll talk about her in a second, just 'cause I think she's quite interesting in the way they've done her. But, I'm just going to say this. The clip that we saw earlier this year did not represent the show at all, because the clip that we saw was pretty bad when you look at the rest of the show. That's genuinely funny. I think they've really taken the Adventure Time route. The relationship between Sonic is a bit like Sonic and Robotnik is a bit like Finn and the Ice King, where they're enemies, but they're frenemies, as I think the term has been called.
It's not like bitter hatred. It's more, yeah, you're a jerk, but whatever.
It is very much that you can't really take him serious as a villain because he's so bad at it.
Yeah, I mean, you've kind of
but he's entertaining, so it's okay.
He still wants to kill Sonic, but he's still but they're still on good enough terms to where he can be Sonic's roommate, and that's really good. That's really fun.
Right!
That episode is really, really funny, because I think they've basically been given free rein to do what they want. They've changed the characters. Okay, this isn't the Sonic canon or whatever, so we're allowed to do what we want. So they basically said, okay, let's see what happens if Sonic is roommates with Robotnik, and it's really, really funny that they
what do you think of Sticks to Jungle Badger?
I haven't seen any of the Badger, the one who's in the first episode.
Yeah, with the boomerang.
Yeah.
One who yells at their shadow.
Yeah. I think it's just the characters are really distinct personalities, and they're kind of changing the game with this self-centered bro. Tails is like this, he's kind of this naive kid, but he has a really funny relationship with Sonic as well. And what I love about Amy Rose that we were mentioning is they made her likable by making her so unlikable, because basically everyone in the show reacts to Amy Rose like everyone else in the whole world reacts to Amy Rose. Like, everyone finds her annoying in the show, and she's supposed to be
fun.
Yeah, but she's actually fun in that. I think the second episode, Robotnik, like the punishment for Robotnik is he spends on an island with Amy Rose, and she's just sort of battering him with words.
Tell me about how you feel as a roommate.
Yeah, exactly. She's kind of like this almost hippy-dippy kind of person that they've changed her to. What I like is she's not just this girl who's with Sonic or whatever.
We're
That's her character trait now, is that
tonight.
she's this annoying hippy-dippy type person.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I know you haven't seen yesterday's episode yet, but this isn't much of a spoiler. Is they kind of reference the little crush thing?
Yeah.
It's
But
it's very slight. It's very interesting.
Subtle, and it's not her character anymore, and that immediately makes her a better character.
Yeah.
As she's not a one-track, oh my god, Sonic bang me type character. She's
Yeah.
Oh my god, never do that again, Brett.
Yeah,
no, it's a very slight part of her. They've done an excellent job.
Stevie, I have to ask, are you Wi-Fiing in from the moon?
No, I've Wi-Fi in from my
drop
auntie's house. I'll keep trying and let me know if it gets really bad. But also, I just want to say I love Orbot and Cubot in Generations of Colors. So I love Orbot and Cubot in this. I think they're really cool. They're kind of almost like scratch and ground role.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was really surprised, and I remember I watched it first out of the three of us, and I sent you guys a message on Facebook just saying this is actually really funny, and just seeing your reactions, going, "Holy shit, this is actually quite charming," was really cool. Like I'm really surprised at myself, because I was kind of on it, or I was like, oh, kids will like it or whatever, but an Adventure Time route, and made a genuinely it's a shame that the game is getting sort of bad reviews, but because I think that people are going to assume that Sonic Boom in general is shitty, when no, the TV show is pretty funny. And also seeing Robotnik in a onesie is really funny as well.
The TV show is probably, I think it's the best animated Sonic production so far.
Oh, I mean, what do you have to compare it to? Really, Sonic X?
Well, we did a commentary on. That was my favorite for years, and then this comes along, and it's like, this is what I've wanted out of every Sonic show, is just what we're getting here. Yeah. I genuinely love it, and like you said, it's a shame that Sonic Boom is, for all intents and purposes, the worst game they've done since 06. And maybe even worse than 06.
Brett,
the show is...
It's not... this is no Sonic Underground, let's be honest.
Well, Scotty Underground.
Scotty actually tweeted a picture of Scotty Underground, and that was funny.
What?
Yes, and that picture that he made for Kids Table previously, and it's amazing. I think he's actually changing the name of Wine and Spirit to Wine Underground. I think that's
Spirit Underground.
Yeah, Wine Underground.
I really do want to start a band with Scotty called Scotty Underground.
They made a vow that somebody found.
So that's all for the news.
All right.
Sonic, no, yeah. If you're watching this, and you're kind of cynical about Sonic Boom, I would say give the episode where Robotnik stays with Sonic.
That is episode 2.
Yeah, that's the episode 2, the second segment of the first episode, I think, where they're devised.
I would also like to recommend the episode where Tails builds a translator bot. That was the one one of the 2 that came on yesterday. That was very damn good.
That was absolutely hilarious.
Yes, it was.
And by the way, Scotty, you're wrong. It is good.
Yeah. we love you, Scotty, but dude, come on.
If there's one thing the Sega Addicts audience needs to know, is that Scotty is wrong.
He was wrong for leaving us, and he's wrong for hating Sonic Boom.
We would believe you if you still had your sideburns, but because you don't have them anymore, we take your opinion a little bit less serious.
I still can't believe Scotty left us to go hang out with Knuckles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Knuckles, he wants to get buff. So, I mean, why not?
Totally buff. And actually, that's the thing, is we all sort of like, oh, that's pretty stupid, but in context of the show where he's like this bro, it actually kind of makes sense.
Oh, when Sonic was taking sidekick applications, and
will you change your name to Knuckles Jr.?
Sega released a copy of the Knuckles contract.
Yeah, exactly.
It said, like, Will you change your name to Knuckles Jr.? Yes or no? Do you even lift, bro? Yes or no? It legit says that, by the way. That's not me making that up. And just stuff like that. I really I love what they're doing with it.
I'm glad people are having fun with it. But that's all the time we have for news.
Okay.
Yeah. The news was Sonic Boom is awesome, yeah.
Yes.
And Beat is awesome. And Sega Nerds is awesome.
Yeah, and Beat, yeah.
Yeah, go to the sites that help make this segment possible. Sega Bit and Sega Nerds.
Sega Bit, Sega Nerds, Gamatsu.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about Sonic Runners. We'll do a quick thing on that.
No.
Wait, you don't want to?
I don't care.
Okay, it's just a rumor.
What a good Sega site this is.
It's just a rumor, but there's a domain and trademark registration and all that shit for a game called Sonic Runners, and it might be the next Sonic game. Okay, let's move on.
Kind of sounds a bit like an iOS game, to be honest.
Yeah. Equal Sonic Dash.
Sonic Dash, Sonic Jump, Sonic Runners. Makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was that.
I'd be okay with that. Sonic Dash was a damn good game. All right.
Brett, let's give away a code right now.
Yes! Let's give away a code. Let me get to my email. You see, another thing we didn't mention
We'll
in the
read
news.
the code, and if you can decipher it when he goes robot-y, you win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What we should do is we should give away one unit of the code, and then in like 6 episodes' time, someone can finally unlock it when they've like hunted all the numbers.
So
it's the end of every question mark is the number of times we've said Sonic in this episode.
Exactly. There you go.
no,
that would require planning.
Yeah, way too much planning.
Yeah.
Now, our good friends at Sega, we failed to mention this in the news as well, but Valkyria Chronicles on Steam, damn good game. It topped the charts on Steam, which it grossly outperformed expectations already, which is amazing. And to celebrate, Sega has given us a few promo codes, a couple promo codes to give away here on the After Hours podcast. So if you want a copy of Valkyria Chronicles on Steam, just listen to this code, and if you're the first to get it, congrats.
And if you are the first to get it, sound off in the comments below. Don't just take it and run.
Yes. Tweet us, Facebook us.
No. Don't do.
Or put in the comments.
YouTube comments. In the YouTube comments, one place. That way people can see if it's taken or not.
Wait, what if the person who gets it doesn't have a YouTube account? They just watch randomly.
They're watching it. They have a. Brett, they're commenting in YouTube. If they want
watching this on YouTube.
Fine.
This is a fucking free game. They'll take it the way we want them to take it.
I mean, what? Okay, so the code is. The first code we have 0BBBN VGXWD 9CQAQ. That's for Valkyria Chronicles on Steam. Let us know if you're the one who picks it up. And
yeah, excuse me, I just need to go boot up my PC for totally related
Stevie, no!
No, but if you do, sound out in the comments below.
Well, I'll do that. I just want to say quickly, I'm so glad that just for other people that Valkyria Chronicles has outperformed itself, because maybe that means that they'll get the 3rd installment.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'll take the entire series. My only issue with the game is it's so huge. It's 16 gigabytes. But
you can get it on PS3.
Yes, you can get it on PS3. I have a copy myself. I just have to find the damn thing.
If you don't get the comment, if you don't claim the comment,
what you should do.
Yep, there you go.
What you should do is you should travel back in time and buy it when the price would have like counted towards like extra sales and stuff like that, and getting the 3rd one.
So that's the thing. If you don't have a time machine, sound out in the comments below that you took the code. If you do have a time machine, you know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Make
That's
this
clearly the
this
biggest
game as
priority
big
we
as
have.
it needs to be. And I'm hoping this leads to more RPGs, Sega RPGs being released. Because I would kill for Resonance of Fate on PC.
Yep.
I would just.
But you'll never play it because you don't play PC games.
I do play PC games.
Then play Valkyria Chronicles.
I'm going to after I play Miku. I've got 2 games to review this week.
Yeah.
I've got a hard job.
No, you don't.
Sip of water for the working man.
Then we're gonna have a
It's
contest
in
at
game
the end of the
journalism.
show.
You could probably get away with it.
We're gonna have a contest at the end of the show to get the extra code.
Yes, the third
So-
code. Or
You,
second
you
code.
see a comment below that someone took it. Just
Do our contest.
do our contest.
All right. What's next on the agenda, Mr. Tom?
I'm not the host of the show. You are. You tell
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Come on.
I can't plan things.
It's Stevie's Art Corner.
Oh yes, Stevie's
Oh,
Art Corner.
Stevie's Art Corner has a twist today.
Uh-oh. Did Stevie do it?
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Oh
Stevie's
yeah.
Art Corner.
I forgot to put up Stevie Wonder. 1 second. Because we all need Stevie Wonder. in our
We're
lives.
gonna have to. We'll up in him going to be more relevant.
Very superstitious writings on the thing.
There we go.
Wall.
Yeah, I stopped caring midway through.
So I'll just say Stevie's Art Corner is usually a segment where I do a drawing, but because of this week, I couldn't. This week I don't have access to my iPad because I'm recording on my iPad because I'm somewhere else. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get the person who can shitty lie ones. So Thomas, you have an art for us.
Yes, and before I share this art, I should let you know the limitations that were put on me for this. I was instructed to make this drawing using only my left hand. And as you may or may not know, that hand is used primarily for wanking. So but I'm mostly right-handed.
Yeah, that's the really weird thing. I'm right-handed, but it's always with my left hand. Brett, how's it for you?
I'm not having this discussion right now.
Listeners, leave a comment. Can do you masturbate with? That could be the context.
We will give you the Valkyria Chronicles code if you tell us how you do that.
Yeah,
No,
tweet
that
us.
is
Tweet us
not
which
a-
hand.
And link us to the material you use.
Yeah,
Hashtag
exactly.
Sega.
Hashtag Sega, hashtag MVC2, hashtag Gamergate.
So,
We can't-
anyways, my
so
left hand
right.
was used to draw this picture, and I don't usually use my left hand for drawing. So, since Stevie recently has been doing something wonderful and watching Sailor Moon, I have decided to celebrate by drawing a Sailor Moon picture.
God. I saw this coming.
Alright.
So, Brett, if you could put my screen as the focus.
It is the focus.
Oh
My
my Tom,
God.
it's beautiful.
Polka.
As you can see, this is you can clearly see this is Sailor Moon. You can tell with the 2 buns on the head.
No, you can clearly tell she has a moon on her forehead. That's how you know.
Yep, and there's a moon in the background of sorts as well.
Yeah. I think, do you know what? I think that should be the cover of the DVD.
Well, it actually does look better than Sailor Moon Crystal, I'll tell you that much.
Oh. And she's saying Moon Crystal Power, if you couldn't tell.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Moon Griswold Polka.
Yeah.
I'm not used to drawing with my left hand.
That was why we asked you to do it, Tom. We wanted you to be on par with my drawing skills. That's why.
It's a test, an evil test.
Definitely, yeah.
Stevina's evil test. Alright. And I guess with that, we will, do we have any listener questions?
We have the Shig questions.
Fuck yeah! Shig by the bell. Sing a theme first, Stevie.
I don't know the lyrics to the Saved by the Bell theme. I can do
Sing
that.
anything.
Oh,
Anything.
You don't know the lyrics to the Saved by the Bell theme, yet you were writing new episodes.
Well, I mean, if you're a writer for the show, you don't have to know everything about the show. I mean, look at what happened with Heroes. That worked out all right.
There you go. Yes.
Is my screen not the focus anymore, Brett?
No, mine is. It should
Okay,
be.
perfect.
I think maybe we should change it because I do know Meatloaf. We could change it to like a shig out of hell.
Shig by the dashboard light.
There we go.
Sir Shiggity asks, I'm about to fall asleep, so here's a few. If you had a detachable penis, what kind of shenanigans would you get into with it?
I would smack Tom with it. Oh, let me turn this off, by the way. That's what she said.
I would use it as so that when a person sits down, pee comes out of it instead.
I would just send it in a box to Brett so he can have it.
There you go. It'd be like the end of Seven. You're like, what's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, it's Tom's dick.
That was what was in the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
It's Tom's penis.
No wonder
That was what the woman whispered to Bill Murray at the end of Lost in Translation. Tom's penis is detachable.
Can we turn that into a thing, like a hashtag?
God, there's a Sword Art Online reference I want to make, but no one's gonna care.
No, do it.
No, that's just it's a very similar moment at the end of season 1. Kirito says something, and it's drowned out by music, so you can't tell what it is, and it seems artistic, but it's actually dumb.
It's Tom's penis is the new Hail Hydra. It's a thing whispered between friends.
That'd be a great secret handshake if my penis was detachable. It would be a secret handshake that they just passed the baton between the two of them. It's not a very large baton, but it's baton nonetheless.
Oh my god.
You could use it as a prank. You could put it in a hot dog.
Ah!
Yes, Stevie's internet from the moon is striking hard right now.
But all we needed to hear was hot dog, and we knew what he said.
We knew exactly
there
what was going on.
All you need to know is that you'd use it as a prank so that someone go, oh god, that's horrible, hot dog. No, it's Tom's dick again.
So Shiggity asks, would you be interested in a House of the Dead done in a different style? FPS, third-person shooter? Keep it fundamentally the same, though. Brett and I actually talked about this
last night.
I came up with the idea of a Project Diva-style rhythm game called Rhythm of the Dead.
And I'm so sad that this will never happen.
It's basically the notes come down and overlap over a zombie, and if it overlaps at the proper time, you hit the button in time and it shoots the zombie. And
that would be amazing.
That would be damn fun. I want this to happen. Sega, I know you're watching. I know you're loving the content.
No, we have circumstantial evidence that proves they're not watching. They gave us codes.
They gave us they're sending us Sonic Boom review copies after everything we've said.
The thing that's awesome about that is you could also do like more rocky tunes as well, like just to sort of fit in with like the sort of grungy, like over the top aesthetic.
No, I still want Miku songs.
So you want AGG singing like J-pop?
Yeah, like not even the creepy Miku songs, because those do exist. I'm talking like shit like Weekender Girl and Tell Your World. You know, the really lighthearted poppy shit. And I want that with gory zombie death.
That'd be perfect for House of the Dead, though. Just really lighthearted music as the backdrop to everything that's happening.
I mean, but each song needs to be like 6 minutes long, like pointlessly long, just like in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Shigzilla asks, Stevie, you a master yet? Got a job lined up, or do you know where you're gunning to work and do? Question mark?
Oh, wow. Yes, I am a master of the arts right now.
But he's going to be Prime Minister of the world.
I'm going to be Prime Minister of the world, and after this year, after I've done my relaxing and larking about, I am hoping to at least either enroll as a film analysis lecturer in a university or college or something like that, since I can do that, or try and look for funding for a PhD and get a PhD going. So those are my
Oh my
plans.
God, you're going to be Professor, you're going to be Dr. Grant, like
I
from
know.
Jurassic Park.
And if I do get my PhD, I am going to be really obnoxious and put doctor in front of everything. So we'll just let you know that.
You'll change your Twitter handle so it has doctor in front of it.
Yeah, it won't be the Stevie Grant. It will be it'll be Sir Doctor Master Stevie Grant of Arts. It's gonna be. I'm just gonna add so many letters where there'll be like one character left to say it. If you want to reply to me.
I love it.
Those are very nice questions, Sugary. Thank you very much. And I will ask you in return. I know that you've been to Japan recently, or are still there by this is happening. How was that? Are you having a nice time? Yeah.
Can you buy
Actually, Sir Shiggy has just returned from Japan, so I think it's time for Shiggy's homework assignment.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now,
he
sent us a picture, but we gave him the wrong email address. So that will be on the podcast next week.
Well,
for this week, I would like Sir Shiggy to draw a picture of Shigzilla attacking Tokyo.
And do it with your left hand.
Look, Shiggy, if you ever watched Chappelle's show and you remember the skit where Dave Chappelle went to Tokyo and he saw the volcano and you remember what he did to that volcano, draw that for extra credit. Tom is so angry with me, he just turned away.
No, I just went to grab a crisp, cool, refreshing Coke Zero.
Ah, yes,
No.
it's my Coke Zero.
There's going to be a battle
no,
of the product placement on this show soon.
Press F to pay respects. Because inside...
Curiosity Cola.
It's the Soda Wars.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I still have some. I kind of quit drinking soda for the most part. I only have like one a week.
Oh God, I recently, because I've been trying to cut down recently, so I've given up on crisps, or as you call them, chips. So I've given up on chips, and my life has never been more miserable. I really want some crisps.
I gave up on...
Perfect. Would you believe I have not eaten anything yet today?
I had a bowl of macaroni, and that's about it.
I'm going to eat this.
John Cena!
All about the Fruity Pebbles.
We don't have those here.
What?
What?
No.
Do you have like a replacement?
I don't know. I don't think I recognise that. No, I don't think we have one. I've never had Fruity Pebbles.
All right.
I've never had Captain Crunch either. Captain Crunch isn't a thing over here.
Captain Crunch can suck a D.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
okay,
is more depressing than America not having Tim Tams.
This is more depressing than America not having a delicious botanically brewed Fentiman's Curiosity Cola.
They do have it in fucking New York.
Well, there you go. Just go to New York, Brett, and get some.
I saw some on Amazon. It wasn't that expensive.
How much?
I don't know. Doesn't like
Damn it, Tom!
Something could be not that expensive or very expensive, and it all costs the same to me, which is too much for me to buy it.
Same. Ah, fucking Walmart life.
Let's give away another code, but this time as a contest.
Yes!
I think left-handed drawings was a theme tonight, and I think it's a theme we can take into the questions, into the contest. So what I personally would like you to do, because I know Brett doesn't have a contest prepared.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the time you could have gone, no, Tom, definitely, and you get, no, that's true, I haven't done it.
Well, I don't want to lie to my waifu.
Your husband.
No, waifu.
Anyways,
Tom, this
I
is
want
what
you
he's
to-
done. He's taken you and turned it against you. You can't hit on him anymore because he's hitting on you.
I know, it's uncomfortable. I now know how I feel. But the contest is, I want you to take your non-dominant hand, be it left or right. If you're ambidextrous, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. If you're
and
ambidextrous, do it with your feet.
basically just draw a picture of why you deserve Valkyria Chronicles. Now, we're not going to be picking the best one. We're just going to pick one at random. So want you to tweet at Sega Addicts, and it could be just a cobbled together, scribbled mess, or it could be a masterpiece. You all have equal chance here. And
Yes.
at the end of this week, on Friday, we will pick one of you at random who tweets at us at Sega Addicts. And what hashtag should they pick? VC contest?
Valkyria No, that's too long.
VC contest. Hashtag
Yeah.
VC contest.
Okay.
We will be looking for that hashtag. Just draw the shittiest lop of crap you possibly can, and you will be entered.
Yeah, that works for me.
And then you have to be following us, though, because then we got to DM you your code.
Yes. So follow us at Sega Addicts on Twitter, and I guess we could just move into the plugs if you wanted to, going off of that.
Deadline for entry is 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, which basically means Thursday night.
Yes. Right after the throwdown, basically, is when we'll make our choice, and then we will announce. No, wait, we'll be off the air. I was about to say we can announce it on the
No, we're
throwdown.
going to be off the air.
Do we?
And I won't be on the I won't be on the throwdown. We'll DM you on Twitter on Friday.
Yes. So look forward to that. Hopefully we get a lot of entries, and
Stevie's gone.
oh, Stevie left us. Damn. Let me try to bring him back
He
in.
left us. He left us.
Oh, Steven, we loved you.
Right.
Oh, he's back. No,
I'm just going to tell you this now. It froze for me on an amazing image, and I took a picture of it on the iPad, and you'll see it later.
Oh my God, I'm scared. But let's go ahead and move into the plugs. No, wrong song, Stevie. Can you do the honors here in just a second? Steven, these are the plugs that. Stevie, did you do the
Yes.
song?
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, boom, 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 plugs, plugs, plug, 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 plugs. I can plug out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning come.
I was talking about You Ought to Know.
Oh, sorry, I've got Meatloaf in my head. You, I don't know.
By the dashboard light.
Alanis by the dashboard light.
Oh my God, somebody please make that mashup. I will pay you handsomely with my feelings and affections.
There you go.
Stevie, plug yourself for us.
Okay, well, just the Stevie Grant and... Oh, sorry, you want to plug something? Oh, I'll be 1 second. Oh, you really want to plug this, don't you? Yes, you do. It's the... Oh, hello! I want to plug kittens and lollipops and sunshine and Chuckle Bits Radio. The episode should be out in a couple days, but there is a summer special out now. If you want to go to chucklebitsradio.blogspot.co.uk, if you want to go there. I listened to it. It's a sexy podcast, and as a woman, I can say that it gets me really wet.
Ma'am, you seem like a nice, Jesus-loving, God-fearing woman. How can you enjoy the chuckle beds?
Oh, if anything, it's a more religious experience. I saw the light because of it, and oh, sorry, I'm gonna go. I've got my period to have again. I'll be right back. No, you won't, Steveina. Oh, Steveina. What a bitch. Yeah, just the Stevie Grant. That's all I've got.
That made me so happy. Thank you. Tom, what do you have to plug?
I am just disappointed in myself. I don't really have anything to plug. I'm not updating my art stuff. If you want to see my art stuff, though, because I've done arting things, you can go to Facebook.com. Fuck you, Brett.
What happened?
Facebook.com/AvantusArt.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I have commissioned him, actually. And it's
Yeah, and I'll get to it when I feel like it.
Yes. Oh, take your time, man. I'm not going to push you into a deadline here.
I'm not good enough.
He does damn good stuff, so definitely look into his stuff.
Yes.
I said stuff a lot.
We promise you it's not like the art he did today.
Yeah, that is an anomaly. That is nothing like what he actually does. You posted some...
Yeah, that thing would be under Avantus Fart.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
So,
yeah,
God.
you should make a separate Tumblr or whatever that's called Avantus Fart. That's just all drawings done with your left hand.
I should just stick a pen up my ass and then just rub it on the...
Yeah.
Oh my god, a brown-colored pencil.
Yeah, but Vontas Fart.
Brett, go plug yourself.
I made that joke already.
I'm making it again.
1 second.
Oh, I think Brett has a sister, Brett Vina. Oh,
Okay, sorry about that. I was interrupted. But I am Rainmaker Agito on Twitter, Psyavenger on PSN. We have the main site, Sega-Addicts.com, twitch.tv/Sega Addicts, our Twitter as well, like we said. Hashtag VC contest for the final Valkyria Chronicles code. We got some really cool stuff coming up with the site this week. We have Let's Play Tuesdays coming up. Me and Tom are going to be playing Catherine on our Twitch channel.
Ooh.
It'll be my first time going through it. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll be at, I believe, 9 p.m. on Tuesday night. Wednesday, one of our new audio podcast hosts, Elle, is going to have Ridiculous Wednesdays. I believe she said she was playing Power Rangers?
Power Rangers on the Sega CD.
Yes, the FMV game.
So basically, we're going to be watching the first season of Power Rangers just with awkward button prompts, isn't it?
Power Rangers for Shenmue.
It's basically the Green Ranger arc.
No, if Power Rangers were Shenmue, like a Power Ranger would be stepping out of their house and a ball would hit them in the head.
No, they have to buy their uniforms, their little coins as Gashapon. And they keep getting Alex Kidd, and they're like, maybe I should buy another.
Hey, Zordon!
Hey, Tommy! Alright, but yeah, that's happening. Has she decided on a time for when she wants to start?
Generally speaking, I'd like the nightly streams to start at 9 o'clock Eastern. But I know she has stuff that she, like a family and things that matter. So I'm leaving it up to her when she's going to start it.
Yeah, what a rubbish person. Not like Steveina, who has nothing better to do than interrupt podcasts. Well, there you go. We're like Black Flag. We have 2 female members now.
Oh, man. Tumblr will love us. And Thursday Throwdowns, still depending on if we get our copies of Dengeki Bunko, which I will
happen.
Yeah, that won't happen. We got the cheap shipping. We haven't really decided on what we're going to play, but we will keep you posted on the Twitter for that. And yeah, just a lot of cool stuff happening here. We have the reviews of Valkyria Chronicles coming up later this week. Miku coming up tomorrow or Tuesday. Sonic Boom reviews are coming up. A lot of cool stuff happening with the site lately. So keep.
Honestly, I feel like it right now. So I don't know if I'm going to get that Miku review up before Tuesday.
Okay,
so,
that's fine. It'll happen at some point this week.
Yes.
We won't have.
When Tom stops being a baby.
When I can actually beat Luca Night Fever on Extreme. And yeah, just a lot of cool stuff happening. So stay tuned for that, and keep in touch with us on Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of fun, lovely places.
I just realized I replaced food with soda today.
I did that for years.
That's the best way to eat. Oh god, I really want some fucking crisps. I want some
Don't
cheese,
get crisps.
cheese and onion, chips.
Eat some Triscuit Thin Crisps.
I
They're
bet
very
that would go
delicious,
good with
probably.
a certain botanically brewed cola.
I don't know. These have wasabi and soy sauce flavored, probably.
It's not going to be as good as prawn cocktails.
But if you don't have access to Fentiman's Curiosity Cola, might I suggest the Gem of the South, Royal Crown Cola?
What
Yes.
I want people
Stop.
to get from this segment is that we are totally willing to sell out. Give us
Yeah, we're honestly just
We will be your personal corporate whores.
give
Yes,
us
you know.
free stuff. Basically, is what we're saying. We don't care.
We will plug it.
If you have
I know some people have been against this, but we will bring you this podcast by the delicious taste of Mountain Dew.
Not just any Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
There you go.
Send me just like a human-sized bag of Doritos, and I will be your bitch.
Send me a human-sized.
Just bend me over and stick the Doritos up there.
Send me a human-sized Hatsune Miku, and I will be its bitch.
Yeah, fuck Doritos.
I think we should end this this train wreck. What do you guys say?
Yeah, let's fuck it up.
Alright, everybody, we will see you hopefully at the various events happening this week. And if not, we will see you back here next Monday.
And if you are going to be attending our streams, let us know by tweeting at us, at
Yes.
Sega Addicts.
Yeah, like I said, please interact with us. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of.
I'm so
The
lonely.
streams have been very popular. I think it's one of the most popular things Sega Addicts have done.
Yes, we've had the last few weeks have been bonkers as far as interactivity and people joining us in the fight rooms and everything. It's been a lot of fun. I hope to see it continue. What's up?
I'm just laughing at Chris right now.
God damn it! All right, guys, let's send this bitch home. For Pocky X and Stevie Grant, this has been a tool, and we will.
Steveina.
Oh yes, and Steveina,
There you go.
the best new character 2015, and we will see you next week. Have a nice night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.